Here's a quick recap of the markets. So the Dow Jones Industrial Average was up 0.1% for the day on Thursday. The S&P 500 advanced 0.5%, setting a week high, and the tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite closed at a record high since 2021, up 7.2% year to date alone. The 10-year Treasury settled in at 4.25 points. The overall market sentiment is that we are running into a soft landing. Inflation is cooling down without the need for an economic slowdown. In terms of the market, with earnings season wrapping up, the S&P overall names had reported profits up 3.9% with a few heavy hitters. Overall, the market is trading at a 20.5 times multiple, which is more than what it was last year at a 19.6 times multiple per FactSet. The PCE personal consumption expenditure price index rose 0.3% in January, which was expected. Most traders still expect that rates will be cut at least once this year. In terms of earnings, Hormel Foods jumps 14% on earnings beat, with strength this quarter coming from its Planters nut brand, as the company increased its advertising efforts and managed to gain more distribution scale. New nut products like the flavored cashews are drawing in younger customers. Also, Spam is pretty popular with consumers because of its affordability. Well, we know that. And wide variety of introduced flavors, including pumpkin spice. AMD is up 9% today, mainly from the spillover and boost we saw with Nvidia and the price target hikes today. Best Buy is up 1.5%, beating revenue and earnings estimate, but it's warning of softer sales and upcoming layoffs ahead this year. They plan to close 10 to 15 stores this year after about 24 last year. Comparable sales, which is a metric that includes sales online as well as sales from stores open at least in the last 14 months, had declined just short of 5%, 4.8% during the quarter. Comparable sales were down 5% in November, fell 2% in December, right around the holiday time, and January was the weakest month. During that time, comparable sales were actually down 12% per the CEO. Customers, well, they were really focused on getting the best deals, and we saw spikes around Cyber Monday, Black Friday. And Best Buy expects the coming year to be one of increasing industry sales stabilization, where we're going to see services revenue actually being a little stronger than the typical product side. And this includes fees from the annual membership program, in home installation of their products, and repairs, which has helped to offset some of their weaker demand on the product side. Now, Celsius jumps 20% as its fourth quarter revenue grew 95%, with growth actually slowing down from the triple digits. It used to be 105 for the overall year. Maybe there's a Wall Street bet squeeze going on here, of which, keep in mind, 35% of the shares are sold short. In terms of Snowflake is down 18% after CEO Frank Slootman leaves the CEO chair, and they provide a softer guidance into 2025. Nonetheless, their sales and earnings exceeded the market's expectations widely. Okta is trading up 23%, beating quarterly estimates and raising their full year sales guidance, citing growing momentum from larger customers. Remember, they signed 120 clients at $100,000 contract value, so we're seeing momentum. Weight Watchers shares sink 18% as their shareholder, Oprah Winfrey, decides to exit the board at the end of this year and donate her stock. In M&A land, the background screening service provider First Advantage buys their rival Sterling Check in a $2.2 billion cash and stock deal. The offer consists of about $1.2 billion in cash and the remainder in stock. And it values each share of Sterling Cook at about a 35% premium. In private equity news, the London-based investment firm Bridgepoint has agreed to buy ROC Skincare from Gryphon investment firm in a deal valued around $500 million. The business was originally carved out of the skincare brand from actually J&J back in 2019. In VC news, Figure, which is the maker of the humanoid robots, hey, that's those robots that walk on two legs and might one day replace our entire labor force. Yeah, those that thing has drawn $675 million investment from Jeff Bezos, AI chip maker Nvidia, and OpenAI. ChatGPT at a $2.6 billion post money valuation. These robots are going to be used and rolled out in BMW's car production. The company is in a race against other companies, think Tesla, Boston Dynamics, Amazon, in order to bring these devices into the workplace. And that's the recap of the market for Thursday, February 29th.